Thank you, Robin. With St. Patrick's Day coming up tomorrow, college students are sure to be loading up into the bars and streets here in downtown Blacksburg very soon. But with every drinking heavy holiday, it's important to re-emphasize the safety of it all so that you know how to stay safe while you're out having a good time. Virginia Tech's Hokie Wellness lists many suggestions and statistics related to alcohol consumption, including a party-positive style that aims to keep blood alcohol content under 0.06, which roughly equals 2 to 3 drinks in an hour, whereas higher BAC amounts lead to increased impairment and bodily damage. While everyone's body treats alcohol differently, Hokie Wellness lists some tips for safety, such as eating meals prior to drinking and having a designated plan to get home. If you see someone who is passed out or ill from heavy drinking, it is important to stay with them and call for help, either by dialing emergency services on your phone or by utilizing one of these emergency service poles. Reporting for VT News, I'm Gabriel Philipsen.
Dance music and DJing has kept the art form alive through their sets throughout the world. But vinyls are not just about music, it is an experience for the listener. From the art of the album to setting the needle on the record, there is nothing quite like it. Whether you are a seasoned or a new collector of music vinyls, the format brings a timeless listening experience to all.
The blood drive occurring inside of Owens Hall started at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, November 9th, and continues on until 5:30 p.m. on Friday, November 11th. But because it occurs on the Virginia Tech campus, most of the participants are Virginia Tech students. On March 21st, Virginia Tech's music department held a clarinet studio recital to showcase and train the talents of students studying under Professor James Tobin.
The goal is about the studio members having an opportunity to take what they've learned and go on stage and then have to actually perform. For most people, public speaking and performing in public is really challenging. And so it takes multiple attempts over months and years to learn how to do it gracefully. And this is, for many of them, for all of them, it's an opportunity to take a step forward in being able to go on stage and get what you want, which is a great performance.
4 students performed modern classical works from composers like Gerald Finzi and Leonard Bernstein in the hopes that they are able to keep composure while they perform in front of strangers. And one of the performers, Kai Kuya, spoke on how it's important to try and let those nerves go and play without fear.
I want to use this performance as a way to alter my mindset when performing, really. Because I think I view most performances as like something to be nervous about, something to be anxious about, and something that I have to spend like the entire day before the concert, like just doing nothing and mentally preparing myself. I want this concert to be the first where I can finally not be worried about making mistakes and be more excited about sharing fun pieces of music with people that I love.
Reporting from Blacksburg, I'm Gabriel Philipsen. In other music news, Ticketmaster is facing another controversy, this time regarding The Cure and additive fees. The band made a statement prior to their ticket sale about intentionally keeping prices low. Not long after, fans reported high fees that cost more than the listed price of the ticket. Frontman Robert Smith went on a Twitter rant against the company for the action before Ticketmaster agreed to give partial refunds to those who have already bought tickets. This fiasco comes months after fans were unable to buy tickets to Taylor Swift's ongoing tour and alongside a current class action lawsuit about alleged price gouging for the upcoming Drake and 21 Savage tour. As of August 24th, the Virginia Tech campus has gained a new and innovative building to house classes. The Data and Decision Sciences Building, or D&DS for short, is a new classroom building where several finance, engineering, and business classes are taught. It is located on the corner of West Campus Drive and Prices Fork Road, a fair distance away from a majority of the other classroom buildings on campus. Plus, construction in the area and the destruction of pre-existing parking lots mean that students like Ben McCracken are frustrated by the long walk to class.
I think DNDS is pretty far from all the other study buildings and the classes. It's pretty far from the dorms, so walking over here is a hike. It's worth the walk, but the walk is pretty difficult.
Another interesting factor is the lack of buzz around the building's completion. There are many reports from when construction started in March 2021, but only a single Instagram post from VT Facilities in the time since the building became open. Inside, between the large auditorium classrooms and a Ticker stock market screen, is a place as new to students as it is Professor Jacob Short.
It just feels more modern, to be honest. I think that's the biggest feeling difference. So it kind of gives the feel of modernity and also energy. So it just feels a lot, it's just a breath of fresh air compared to the other buildings.
With classes underway for roughly 3 weeks already, it looks like the Data and Decision Sciences building will be a hub for business-minded undergraduates and a sign of what Virginia Tech wants to promote into the future. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Gabriel Philipsen. On December 8th, Virginia Tech and Rec Sports organized an open Reading Day dodgeball event at the Rec Sports Fieldhouse to let students enjoy a break from finals prep on one of the most stressful days of the year.
I think it's going pretty well so far. We've had a couple waves of students coming in, and they all seem to be sweaty and have had a good time when they leave. So I'm pretty happy with it so far, and we'll see how it goes for the rest of the time.
Rec Sports event coordinator Katie Williams is hoping this event will get students active, get their mind off of finals anxiety, and help introduce dodgeball to the VT community proper.
One reason is that dodgeball is going to be an intramural sport that we offer spring semester, so it's just kind of an opportunity to give students like a chance to check it out and see what it would be like if they wanted to join intramurals in the spring to play dodgeball. And two, it's just kind of one of those sports that's a fun way to like let your stress out.
From 12 to 5 p.m., the Fieldhouse kept 3 courts open exclusively for dodgeball, and students of all class ranks came in over the course of the day to play and use the Fieldhouse facilities, including senior Kenneth Yoon.
Yes, I definitely think that Virginia Tech is definitely taking an active step to help students try to relieve the anxiety of exams and stress. So I really have to thank Virginia Tech for setting up all these events because I can tell they really do care about their students.
Despite the positive reception from dodgeball players, a significantly larger amount of students were using the Fieldhouse for pickup basketball games, which did end up spilling over to the planned dodgeball event. Reading Day is a day in which Virginia Tech students do not have classes, and it is encouraged to spend the day studying for the upcoming finals week. However, with basketball being significantly more popular than dodgeball, it means that all 3 courts originally set aside for the dodgeball activity today have instead in some way been taken over by recreational basketball. However, over the course of the event, many groups of students did get a chance to play dodgeball. And even though there were more basketball players than dodgeball players, there was a good balance of both sports even towards the end of the event. And students like Sophia Bartholow were able to have a fun break from studying in the meantime.
Yeah, I definitely think finals is stressful. I think it is for every single student. But I do find that it's a good way to break up your day, especially while studying. I just came back from studying for my anatomy exam, like 3 hours, so it's been really nice to like totally de-stress and do nothing. So I definitely feel like this is a good way to get your mind off of things and let yourself relax a little bit.
Rec Sports has expressed interest in hosting a similar event in the spring, and even if everything wasn't perfect, it is clear this particular experiment was a success for all parties involved.
Yeah, no, I think it's great that they're giving us opportunities like this. It's really fun and a good way to de-stress and decompress. I wish that there was a way to like tell people about it more often, because it's kind of like from like spoken word, and there's not really a lot of places where you figure out these things. You just know from a friend. But yeah.
Reporting from Blacksburg, I'm Gabriel Philipsen.